Dear Seeker, in a world overwhelmed by constant noise, distractions, and an unending stream of responsibilities, the idea of solitude might seem like an unattainable luxury. Yet, within the quiet corners of isolation, there lies a profound opportunity for personal growth, self-discovery, and inner peace. The modern pace of life, with its incessant demands, has led many to believe that perpetual activity and connectivity are the cornerstones of a meaningful existence. However, there exists a deeper truth. Embracing moments of solitude can reveal profound insights about our lives, our purpose, and the intricate nature of existence itself. This open letter invites you on a journey through the philosophy and wisdom that advocate for the intentional embrace of isolation. We will explore how stepping away from the noise of the world can help us find clarity, purpose, and a deeper connection with our true selves. Without the mention of deities or specific religious practices, this exploration will highlight universal principles that align closely with the values and teachings of Islam. The essence of isolation. Isolation, in its purest form, is not simply the absence of company, but the presence of oneself. It is an intentional retreat from external stimuli to engage deeply with one's own thoughts, emotions, and essence. This practice is not about loneliness or escape, but about reconnection and introspection. In a world that often values extroversion and outward achievements, understanding the significance of solitude can be transformative. The philosophical foundation. At the heart of embracing isolation is a philosophical stance that views solitude as a crucible for personal transformation. When we are alone, free from the distractions of societal expectations and the noise of everyday life, we create space for self-reflection. This reflection is essential for understanding our motivations, desires, fears, and ultimately, our true selves. Isolation allows us to strip away the superficial layers imposed by society, revealing the core of our being. It is within this space that we can ask the fundamental questions of life. Who am I? What is my purpose? How can I live authentically? These questions are not easily answered, but solitude provides the fertile ground for their contemplation. Solitude and self-discovery. Self-discovery is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience, openness, and a willingness to delve into the unknown. Isolation acts as a mirror, reflecting our innermost thoughts and feelings. It can be uncomfortable at first, as we are confronted with aspects of ourselves that we might have neglected or suppressed. However, it is through this discomfort that growth occurs. When we embrace solitude, we learn to listen to our inner voice. This voice, often drowned out by the cacophony of external influences, holds the wisdom of our true nature. It guides us towards authenticity and helps us align our actions with our values. Through isolation, we gain clarity about what truly matters to us, allowing us to make more intentional and meaningful choices. The power of silence. Silence is an integral part of isolation. In silence, we find a sanctuary where our thoughts can unfold without interruption. It is in this stillness that we can hear the whispers of our soul. Silence teaches us to be present, to observe without judgment, and to appreciate the simplicity of being. In a noisy world, silence is often undervalued. Yet it is in silence that we can connect with the deeper aspects of our existence. It allows us to detach from the constant mental chatter and tap into a state of mindfulness. This mindfulness is not about emptying the mind, but about becoming aware of our thoughts and feelings without being overwhelmed by them. Embracing solitude in a connected world. In today's digital age, the concept of isolation might seem counterintuitive. We are constantly connected through technology, and the idea of being alone can evoke feelings of fear or discomfort. However, Embracing solitude does not mean complete disconnection. It means finding a balance between our external interactions and our internal needs. To embrace solitude, we can start by setting aside dedicated time for ourselves. This could be through daily meditation, nature walks, journaling, or simply sitting in quiet contemplation. The key is to create a regular practice that allows us to step away from the noise and reconnect with our inner selves. The wisdom of solitude. The wisdom gained from solitude is profound. It teaches us to be self-reliant, to trust our intuition, and to find contentment within ourselves. In isolation, we learn that we are enough, that our worth is not determined by external validation, but by our own sense of self. Solitude also fosters creativity. When we are alone, our minds are free to wander, to explore new ideas, and to make connections that might be overlooked in the busyness of everyday life. Many great thinkers and artists have found inspiration in solitude, using it as a wellspring for their creativity. Isolation as a spiritual practice. While this letter avoids specific religious references, it is important to acknowledge that many spiritual traditions recognize the value of solitude. It is seen as a means to deepen one's spiritual practice, to connect with the divine, and to attain a higher state of consciousness. Through isolation, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and harmony that transcends the material world. The challenges of embracing isolation. Embracing isolation is not without its challenges. It requires discipline, courage, and a willingness to confront our inner demons. It can be tempting to fill our time with distractions to avoid facing uncomfortable truths. However, it is through facing these truths that we find liberation. One of the biggest challenges is overcoming the fear of loneliness. Loneliness is a natural human emotion, but it is different from the intentional practice of solitude. Loneliness is a feeling of disconnection, whereas solitude is a state of connection with oneself. By reframing our understanding of isolation, we can overcome the fear of being alone. Practical steps to embrace isolation. Create a sacred space. Designate a space in your home where you can retreat for solitude. This space should be free from distractions and conducive to introspection. Set boundaries. Establish boundaries with others regarding your time for solitude. Communicate your need for this time and ensure it is respected. Practice mindfulness. Incorporate mindfulness practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or mindful walking into your routine. These practices help cultivate a state of presence and awareness. Reflect and journal. Use journaling as a tool for self-reflection. Write about your thoughts, feelings, and insights that arise during your time of solitude. Engage with nature. Spend time in nature to reconnect with the natural world. Nature has a calming effect and can enhance the experience of solitude. Limit. Digital distractions. Reduce your use of technology during your time of solitude. Disconnecting from digital devices allows you to be fully present with yourself. The benefits of embracing isolation. The benefits of embracing isolation are manifold. It enhances our mental and emotional well-being, fosters creativity, and deepens our understanding of ourselves. It also improves our relationships with others as we learn to approach them from a place of authenticity and self-awareness. Isolation helps us develop resilience. By spending time alone, we learn to rely on our own resources and build inner strength. This resilience is invaluable in navigating the challenges of life with grace and equanimity. Solitude and inner peace. One of the most profound gifts of solitude is inner peace. In isolation, we learn to quiet the mind and cultivate a state of inner stillness. This inner peace is not dependent on external circumstances, but arises from within. It is a state of being that allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with a sense of calm and balance. Inner peace also enhances our ability to connect with others. When we are at peace with ourselves, we approach our relationships from a place of love and compassion rather than neediness or insecurity. This creates deeper, more meaningful connections. Through the practice of isolation, you will find clarity, strength, and a deeper understanding of your purpose. Embrace this journey with an open heart and mind, and you will discover the infinite potential that resides within you. In the silence and stillness of solitude, may you find the wisdom and peace that you seek. Yours in the journey of self-discovery, a fellow traveler. Appendix: Practical exercises for embracing solitude. Exercise 1. Mindful breathing. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably with your back straight and your hands resting on your lap. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Focus your attention on your breath. Notice the sensation of the air entering and leaving your nostrils. If your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Practice this for 10-15 minutes daily. Exercise 2. Nature walk. Choose a natural setting such as a park, forest, or beach. Walk slowly and mindfully, paying attention to the sights, sounds, and smells around you. Notice the details of the natural world, the texture of the leaves, the sound of the birds, the scent of the flowers. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring your attention back to your surroundings. Spend at least 20-30 minutes on this walk, allowing yourself to fully immerse in the experience. Exercise 3. Journaling. Set aside time each day.